Hey guys. Hey guys. It sounded like Peter Brady there. Do you guys remember Peter Brady and that episode where his voice cracked at the most inopportune time? What are the odds of that happening on a TV sitcom? Let's see. Xavier says the phone collector says, "Yo, hello, my friend. How are you?" Matt Cat's coming in to check on me. Jace says, "Happy birthday, Eve Yogi." Well, thank you there, Jace. Some part of the world right now, it's my birthday. Some parts of the world, my birthday's over, right? I think. Kat says, so Yogi and friends, lawn mowing has got me licked. Hey, how much property do you have, Kat? Jay says, hey, Kat, rest time. Jay says, meow, hey, he's talking to you. Hey, Big Al. Good afternoon. Happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday, Big Al. How are you? Hey, Stitch. Stitch says, hi. How are you, Stitch? Jace waves at Big Al. Princess is here, the legendary princess. Not just a princess, the legendary princess. Coming in here to say, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. You too, my friend. I enjoyed, I only caught the tail end of your live stream, but I enjoyed seeing it. Cindy says, happy birthday, Yogi. Thank you, Cindy. Officially, my birthday is tomorrow. Legendary says, I'm going to take a walk. Awesome. I just took a walk and I spent a good 10 minutes, well, maybe a little less than 10 minutes, filming a hawk. Cat says 2.18 acres and I'm pushing mower. Well, plus you got a physical job. It's a physical life you have, Cat. Hey, Soul Stars, how are you? Greetings to all. Brightest blessings to you. Just waves at Princess. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. Hey, Michael, how's the book coming? Such as, okay, I'm just stressed. What are you stressed over? Stitch, you want to talk about it at all? Big Al says, happy birthday, Jace. Sniper says, greetings, Eric. Hoping you had a great walk. Love the goose fishing. Thank you, Sniper. Yeah, I love looking in both. Whenever I can get an opportunity to look into an animal's eye. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian says, good evening, Yogi. Hello, my friend. How are you? Cindy waves at Jace. Soulstar says, is it actually anyone's birthday today? It's my cousin Jamie's birthday. I haven't seen him in 45 years, probably. I wonder what he's up to. I looked for him on Facebook, but I wasn't there. Most of my family, a lot of my family in northern Pennsylvania and western Pennsylvania, uh, way back, way back in the hills, they don't really do social media. So says state testing. I'm going to Phil because I don't have time to study. Have you had any? Have you had any study? Can you? When's the test? Hey, John. John says good afternoon. Good afternoon, John. Nice to see you, my friend. Michael says pretty well. I'm up to 21 pages of a book that's probably only going to be about 120 pages in length. Hey, I wouldn't say only. 120 pages that you've written yourself is a pretty awesome book. Jace waves at John. Michael says, I got 2 pages written this morning. Nice. Guitar player says, got any baby oil? I do not have baby oil. Big Al says, happy birthday, cousin Jamie. Well, thank you. I'm sure if he ever stumbled upon this, the odds are pretty unlikely. He would say thanks. Karen says, I hope you're doing good. Welcome back, Karen. Sebastian says, Michael, do you find when writing you can hit a good spell? Man, that's awesome when it happens, when everything just clicks and you're not writing. The words are coming to you. They're flowing from someplace. And who was the author from Czechoslovakia? Mihai It's like every single vowel and consonant that you can name, all of them, arranged haphazardly, and that's his name. Mihai Chick ZZWYLLPHLMNOG. All of them are in there. He calls it the state of flow. Everyone's now familiar with the state of flow. All of us have experienced it sometimes. For me, it's magical when it happens with writing. It's happened with running as well. Michael says, yeah, it's easier when you enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, it sure is, isn't it? Jay says, I have to change some lyrics now. Uh-oh. Willis says, hey, Will, hope everyone's good. Hey, Songahan. Songahan, how are you? Hey, MK. MK says, hi there. Karen says, I hope you are doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I hope everyone here in the chat's doing good. Doing great, actually. Did I miss Danny? Hey, Danny. Danny says hi to everyone. Hey, Abigail. Nice to see you. Abigail is doing wonderful. I would expect nothing less from Abigail. What's up, Jamie? Jamie, I got your video up. I haven't finished watching it yet, though. On YouTube Changing. So it says PH OMG, something like that. That's a direct quote, by the way. Question says, hey, Danny, lovely to see you. Kat says, I have a question for you, Yogi. When you write, do you have special pen? And if I'm going to write out a script for my art videos, I need to have a special pen. I don't have a special pen. I have a special coffee mug that is by my side as I'm writing. I'm actually writing on my desktop. I taught myself how to type. Guy, I know I told this story before. I'll tell it again. I took typing in middle school and then never typed again. And hey, Marie. When I wrote my book, it was on a yellow legal pad. I wrote it in Barnes Noble Cafe. Published. Does God Have a Hero? I wanted to get it published. And I knew I had to type up the manuscript. I didn't want someone to do it for me. I could have paid someone. I could have asked people in my family. I could have asked friends. I could have asked the girl that I was dating back then. Just, I felt like I needed to finish it. But I was a horrible typist. So I bought, back then they were called Typeeasies, where you could speak into it and it would type the words out. Pretty high tech back then. So I got everything set up, pretty excited, and I spoke, Does God Have a Hero? Meditations for Compassionate Living. And I looked at the screen, still really excited. See my first words being typed out of my brand new book. And it said, Do dogs eat gyros? Two old men taking medication by the river. Not the book that I had envisioned. It might have been a good book, but it wasn't my book. So back, I was like, I need to learn how to type. I just need to buckle down and type. That's the story of me and typing. Song of Hand says, birthday cake for Jace. Michael says, I'm typing my book. Oh, Abigail passed 300 views yesterday. Well done. Willa says, hope all is good. Hey, Tandra. Tandra, anything back yet? Such says, I tested 21st and the 1st. Okay, so there's time to study. Hit the key points, hit the essential, and have faith, trust, because you've already covered the material, right? You covered it in class the first time. It's still there. You might think you've forgotten it. You haven't forgotten it. It is still there. Song ahead says we did typing in school. I did too. It didn't stick though. It's the thing in teaching typing in middle school, and then I didn't have to type again until I was in community college, and that was what 15 years later. Solstar says there's something about yellow ledger paper with blue ink. There is. You're right about that. Hey, you know what? Did you ever, Soulstars, did you ever read Neil Donald Walsh's Conversations with God? He wrote it in a fit of anger on a yellow legal pad. He was frustrated with his life. He had been homeless for a long time, divorced, estranged from his children, and he had a very, very, he wrote a letter, a very angry letter to God, basically saying, I don't believe in you, and if you did exist, I wouldn't respect you for all the pain and misery you've caused, not just me, but the world. And he threw the pen down and stood up, and he heard a voice in his mind that said, do you really want an answer, or are you just venting? And he thought about it, and he wrote down, and he said both. And it began a dialogue. What he said was his conversation with God. Don't have to believe it or not. It's still a good book, though. Abigail says, I did it yesterday. Well done. Congratulations. What's up, Toy Pups? What time is the party tomorrow? Hey, Skits. Cat says, song ahead. Tony says, do I need to delete it before he gets to it? Oops. Oh, Yogi, nothing. Any day, though. Any day. Hey, Zaruto. How are you, my friend? What did I miss? I know I missed something. Cat's laughing, so that's not good. It's good that she's laughing, but Marie just woke up. Oh, it was Tanya says, what time was the party tomorrow? It's a good question. Yeah, you know what? All day long. I'm not really celebrating, guys. We're getting through the day. Willa says, how is everyone? Willa, how are you? I'm going all the way to the bottom, guys. I'm diving in and working my way back up. MK says, laughing Maria, why is that? What did Maria have to say? Willa says, sending prayers to you all. Prayers to you too, Willa. Hey, Jace. You still here? Song ahead says, Puppy Mom is in the building. If I missed something, I know I missed something. I apologize. If I saw this pair watching my own shorts, gotcha. I haven't seen one of your shorts pop up in a while. I'm going to need to double check. Skid says it was going to be a T-Rap Sebastian for Big Al. I'm wondering what Big Al's going to have for us next. Jay says, nope, I'm here now. Back there 5 minutes ago. On my homepage for my channel, I have, thanks to the tutelage and the wisdom and the unconditional support of our friend Love Our Toy Pups, I have 5 featured channels. And you happen to be one of them. At least 2 of them are probably going to be rotating, because there's quite a few of you, every one of you, that I'd like to feature. What's up there, Jace?
Brother? Yes. So I obviously had a little look this morning, and I went straight on. John Conway, how are you, buddy? Hope you're good. Much love, much kindness to everybody. As we know, it's what's that? 3 letters. What's that?
FBI?
Bill?
CIA.
Nearly. Start EVE.
EVA?
EVE.
EVE. Oh, Eve. Gotcha.
Yeah.
As in
Somebody's-
Adam. Adam and.
Somebody's 60 tomorrow.
Man, that's a big number.
Do you know that's absolutely crazy?
It is.
Yeah, I've got my glasses on the wrong way round today, so I'm going. Do you know how you just said like Adam Ant?
Yep.
Something's just popped into one's brain again.
Uh-oh.
I've got a little song I wrote for Yogi. And yes, you know, it's all about his birthday. Spending his life on his YouTube TV. Easy come, easy go. Will he let us go home? No, he will not let us go. Let us go. He will not let us go. Let us go, 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 go. Then he said it was a course of miracles, and he started reading from his book once in the morning and once in the afternoon. I could carry on another verse, but obviously I'm just making it up as I'm going along. But anyway,
It's pretty amazing. Bohemian
Happy
Rhapsody.
happy birthday, Eve.
Well, thank you.
So as we said yesterday, was you going to do anything special for your last day of the 50s?
Well, I did kettlebell intervals. I got 19 dips after my kettlebells, which is pretty good because my shoulders are usually fried at that point.
19 is a good number of dips.
It is.
So are you getting into like a new phase of strength where, like a fine wine, you're maturing with age, getting slightly stronger as you're getting older?
No. It depends on how you compare it. Thanks for the cake. Hey, Phoenix. Like I'm never going to be as strong as I was in my 30s or my 40s because I was training for powerlifting and Olympic lifting. I was training for strength, and I'm never going to. I don't have any desire to ever train that way again. It's hard on the joints. I don't know if you saw the photo, bulked up to 220 pounds.
Yeah.
It's just not where I want to be. It's a young man's game.
Did you add water to your oatmeal when you was bulking?
I added everything to my oatmeal when I was bulking.
I've noticed you've slimmed down now. You're eating it dry. It does make a difference. I can just imagine you just spoonfulling dry oatmeal. Could you imagine?
I'm trying not to.
The odd sneeze and that little puff of dust just appears.
Oatmeal dust.
Yeah, just going off in the distance.
Flittering away in the sky.
The odd blueberry just sort of like still stays there and everything else just vanishes. Off it goes.
Danny wants to know if you're going to bring birthday cake tomorrow for Yogi.
Might do.
Hey, I don't eat birthday cake. So if anyone wants to come up on the live stream and eat a piece of birthday cake for me.
Will you keep looking at your screen? Read what's on the screen. Quick, look some. That's better.
All right, I can look back.
I know if you're looking at the screen, you're not focusing on what I was doing, so it was a case of the secret's safe.
Hey, I got this from Goga. I mentioned this to Toy Pups. The secret to not falling too far behind when I have conversations with people is if you ever notice that Goga will be typing. So he's engaged with the guest, but he's also keeping tabs on the conversation.
I think they call that multitasking, Eric. It's just one of those things that you become capable of with time and experience. Anyway, I must thank you kindly, and it's an absolute honour and a pleasure just to be featured on your on your main page. I was like, wow, brother, that was heartwarming. When I saw that at 4:30 this morning, I was like, yes, thank you ever so much. I felt love. I just felt your love.
When Toy Pups presented this to me, how to do it, and she said pick 5. Immediately, I knew my top 5, without a doubt. And of course, Toy Pups has been instrumental in helping me grow my channel. You've been a steadfast, true, beyond a friend, a brother. And
Do me a
I would
favour.
not. Yep.
Just make that right. Just put the younger bit in front, because obviously, like, there is 10 years between us. Come on now. It's a younger brother. I'll set up a younger brother. That works. Everybody's happy with that. They realise it's.
How about okay? We can go younger brother.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you so much.
I would not be doing what I'm doing right now without Eric Point, Squirrel Sniper. Squirrel Sniper is going to be featured next because they showed up out of the blue, a gift from the algorithms. For whatever reason, they decided to stay and been here ever since.
I don't think there's many people that don't come into this community and don't feel comfortable and happy, and that's why we sort of like we've stayed together. Obviously, there's times where not everybody's going to be happy all the time, but that's just part of life. And for the majority of it, we have a bit of fun, we have a bit of kindness, we learn a little bit, and we develop a little bit. That's what it's all about. It's a beautiful place to be.
Agreed. I pick Michael Burkeen because he's another great support system, and he inspires me with his creativity. He's always working on something, and he does it with such joy, and he shares it. And then the other one, and again, all of these came immediately to mind, Cat and Jack, because she's Cat and Jack, and Cat makes my shakes my heart sing. You know,
Yep.
she's
Special.
just a good person, and I feel like I share a little bond. Course of Miracles. I think we each been through our little battles through life and have emerged on the other side.
Yep. Similar experiences, and this is exactly what I was saying about we're there for each other. There's always going to be somebody that's experienced one of the unfortunate things that we go through. So there's always that relation or that relative point that you can put across to somebody, and they really do understand. It's really important. And that, as I say to you, that's what you've built. You built a great community. So
I'm going to say I lucked into a great community.
somebody's bored.
She knows what she wants.
Right, I'm being summoned to go and play. Hi, Rebecca. Hope you're good. Much
going-
love to everybody.
You going live?
Yeah, I'll go and I'll do a quick one. I think it'll just be 200 burpees tonight. A lot of people, unfortunately, at the moment, I'm going to get myself in trouble here. A lot of people have experienced the numbers issue with views. So obviously, you go from getting, say, 5, 6, 7,000 on average per stream, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you sort of like just drop off the edge, and it goes down to hundreds. I remember you talking about this quite a while back. How your shorts, you seem to get good views on your shorts, and all of a sudden they just dive.
Yep.
So it's a case of we've got to try and work out what the new system is. There must just be a new system for how YouTube are allowing the promotion of different channels and different material. I am currently doing a course with YouTube, and it's all about memberships and channel building and different features and available things that you can use, tools that you can use. So I'm hoping to learn what the secrets are. If I do hear anything or get any inside information, I'll certainly share that with the family. It's what it's all about. But yes, it's an 8-week course. I've only done one hour so far, so I've got another 7 hours to do. Hopefully, then things will go back to normal, or what was normal at that time.
Right.
So it's just a case of staying faithful, being consistent, and going through the motions.
Hey, when you were getting those numbers, a lot of your training was first thing in the morning. Well, for me, first thing in the morning.
I
You
was
think that
doing
makes a
two
difference?
streams. Yeah, I was doing two streams. So I was doing that morning stream and the afternoon stream, and both times we're hitting the same numbers, which tells me that it's not anything that the time wise that I'm doing. This is literally the algorithm side of things,
Right.
which it's been pointed out to me by quite a few different people. And I was actually in Burpee Giant streams this morning. Didn't realise he'd been doing it for 2 years.
Right.
And as he said, he went from having like 10,000 views on his shorts to a few hundred. You can't just have that sort of dramatic decrease, especially if you're getting the same sorts of figures for other things. So something's just not quite right with the algorithm. That's how it works. We all know that. It's the technological age that we're living. Right,
Right.
I'm going to leave you. Jaffa Cakes. Don't forget about Jaffa Cakes. I watched the video and I heard about that talk. And yes, they don't do vegan ones, unfortunately. Otherwise, you would have got some Jaffa Cakes. Talking of cakes, what's your favourite vegan cake?
It's a good question. I haven't had cake. Probably haven't had cake in 5-6 years.
Okay, so we need to arrange cake. One more question.
Yep.
Would you go shopping live tomorrow?
Would I go like going out shopping?
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be too. I don't know how I would get anywhere.
Taxi, of course.
Um,
So if there's a cab waiting for you, and you've just got to go outside and jump in the cab, and then you can go to the store, do shopping, and then jump back in the cab and come back home. Would you be right doing a little video?
maybe.
Okay, you're possibly going shopping tomorrow. Namaste. Been a little while.
Now
Bye.
that's scary. That's scary. Really, the only time I leave the house is to get out in nature. Let's see, hey, we got some presents from Toy Pops and some cake from Toy Pops. Sometimes I wonder if it is even possible to me to emerge from my self-inflicted monkhood, reclusiveness. Big Al says, Yogi, I was a guinea pig for science last night, and I don't get featured. What's the guy got to do around here? I'm joking, of course, Yogi. You will be featured for sure. So I was limiting to 5, and it's going to be a revolving for some of them, not all of them, but for some of them. And I have a long list of people that I want to feature, not because I feel I should, not because I feel obligated, but because there's no one here that comes in and hangs out that I don't absolutely love your channel and that I don't absolutely love you. And this is a great way to be of service for my friends. So I'm looking forward to that. We used to go to Great Sage, my favorite vegan restaurant with Mocha, and I always gave us free dessert. We were treated because we went there every Sunday, and then special occasions for dinner. We actually went out to eat at Great Sage the evening after the afternoon of my divorce, which a lot of people found odd that you go on a date with the person you just divorced you. It's about connections. They shift, they change, but they don't have to disappear. So, hey, Shirley, if you're still here, yep, I got 2 cats. My cat just reminded me. I would love to get a dog. The thing is, right now I'd be afraid that if something happened to the dog, because I wouldn't mind getting a senior dog, but not necessarily. I like puppies, but having a senior dog, might be an expensive vet bill eventually, and I'd be worried about being able to afford that because I'd want the best possible care. And also, my senior cats, who I adopted 3 years ago, 13 years old now, uh, they have the run of the house. And I imagine something must have happened to the previous owners because who gives up, you know, sister cats? They've been together for 10 years. Um, unless something happened to the owners or they moved or whatever. But they left a loving home because of such loving cats. As my cat puts her claw right into my leg, I pay her a compliment. How does she repay me? Um, and they don't like dogs because I had a visiting dog forever, Misty the Pomsky. I don't see it too often right now, but they don't like her. They'd probably get used to her, but I don't want to traumatize the cats. So sorry, guys. I'm not even behind in the conversation. I'm like completely lost. Tip Up says earn a featured spot on the Yogi's homepage with a $50 super chat. There are only 2 spots that are available, so please take advantage. First one to purchase a $50 super chat. Thank you, Toy Pups. You guys said if you've got a headache, Rebecca, can we swap? Speaking of Toy Pups, I'm glad you all connected.
This is my fingers crossed that I don't lag.
I hope not. I enjoy our conversations. So
I wanted to say, Yogi,
Yep.
happy birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday today and tomorrow. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday today and tomorrow. Tomorrow. Happy birthday tomorrow.
well, thank you so much. Beautifully presented.
Yeah, I even threw in my special note in there because it's your birthday.
The flourish.
Yeah.
The one that Jace has a hard time doing as well as you.
No, there's only one Lover Toy Pops. That's the thing. There's only one. People try to duplicate, you can't replicate. Don't try to duplicate or replicate because there's only one. See, I can make trembling sound fun. Oh my God.
You can.
Listen, I wanted to come on, Yogi, and clarify something. The featured spot on the homepage is a really, really big deal. That spot needs to be earned because, listen, the yogi has made it clear to us so many times that he's trying to make a living doing this. He offers so much to us on a daily basis. Every single day, he's here in the morning, he's here at lunch, he's here in the afternoon. And
It's a lot of yogi.
that's a lot of yogi. And he's like, listen, I don't mind supporting my community. I want to support my community. But YouTube is giving us opportunities here of where the yogi can actually make a living. There's 2 spots available on the yogis featured on the homepage. And it's a pretty big deal, guys. Because if you're featured, once you're featured on the yogis homepage, you're now connected to Lover Toy Pops. You're now connected to everyone that Lover Toy Pops supports. You're now connected to Eric Lapointe, anyone Eric Lapointe supports. It's a pretty big deal. Now the yogi is offering 2 spots. They're at a $50 value. And listen, that's nothing, okay? And if anyone takes a chance in the yogi and purchases that super chat today or tomorrow, I am offering a gift to the yogi that I will feature that channel as well on my homepage for a month. That's a
Well,
big deal. Yeah, I will offer that as a present to the yogi. Anyone who purchased that $50 super chat and shows that they believe in the yogi, I'm going to believe in you too. and I'm going to take a chance in you too. So I think it's a great opportunity, guys, and it's a great time at the yogi's birthday to show him that dreams do come true. Dreams, dream big because they can come true if you just believe in yourself. Yeah, I'm excited
Thank,
for this, Yogi. Yeah, I'm like so excited for you.
thank you so much for saying that, and thank you so much for offering that gift. It's very
It's a
generous,
pretty, yeah.
very touching,
Now
very.
listen, the thing is, you can feature other channels as well, but there's a top. If you go look at the Yogi's homepage right now, that's what's going to show up. It's only I think 6 of them that shows up, right? That's a big deal. Those 2 spots that are going to the Yogi is going to have, it's going to be on that main top. You don't have to scroll, you don't have to search. As soon as you click on the Yogi's homepage, there you're going to be as well. That's why those 2 spots have a value to them. If I hope you guys understand. That's why there's a value to it because only those 6 are going to show up when anyone clicks on it. And Yogi, I want to say thank you. Saw that. I saw me on there. I was like, "What, girl?"
Um, of course. I mean, without hesitation.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Kobe.
You're amazing. Stardashians just got gifted a membership by Tandra. Ah, you're amazing,
Tundra is amazing.
Tandra. You are. $50 super chat. $50 super chat, chat, chat.
Um,
Yeah, guys.
I wanted to put out there that gifting someone a membership is such a beautiful thing to do
Yeah.
because it helps the channel.
Yeah.
It helps the person.
Yep.
Hopefully, it helps the person who gets that. It's just for me, it's a very touching way of.
It's an amazing gift. And YouTube is so smart because YouTube will pick a channel and YouTube knows what it's doing. So gifting a membership, it's a pretty big deal. And yesterday someone gifted a membership and it was like a brand new person. It was like a whole brand new person. I was
Oh
like,
wow!
I don't remember meeting this person. That's a big
Very much appreciated. Abigail says hi to Toy Pups. I think we might have lost Toy Pups. I think you're lagging. Can you guys hear Toy Pups?
happy birthday. I wanted to say a special thank you for
With the giant hand. Actually, they're not too bad. We're about the same size. Always, of course.
oh my god.
She faded out right at the end, but we mainly had a good conversation. Jay says, "Humsy, you were breaking up." So our friend MK Fishin said he'll come up and sing "Happy Birthday," as he is in Norway. So it'll be actually the 17th this evening. My evening will be his 17th. Thank you, Tandra. We got another gift membership. That is for Elizabeth. Sirocco Railways. I love train channels. Channels that largely feature trains. Trains are just so awesome. Whenever Just One Sue features trains, guys, we got a guest.
Hi everyone.
How are you?
I don't know, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for being here and for the great community and support. And
Thank
Yeah.
you for being part of it.
well,
It
thank you
always-
for being the host and creating it,
I got to be honest.
and everyone who's a part of it. Yes.
I can't take any credit for creating a community. Everyone comes together. You know what I mean? And everyone is essential. So if any one person is missing, it reminds me of John's Donne poem, "For Whom the Bell Tolls." If one drop of Europe falls into the ocean, then Europe is the less. If one person, everyone's essential. MK, you are essential.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, aren't you leaving on
Um,
vacation?
well, I'm leaving tomorrow. Yeah, it was planned earlier, but anyway, plans change. But yeah, tomorrow I'm leaving for Berlin, and then the lakes around it, and then it's not sure which will be first right now, but there'll also be a trip to the Baltic Sea.
You gonna do any fishing?
And yeah.
Hey,
And by the way, I'm in Germany, not Norway.
oh, are you? Why did I think you were in Norway?
Yeah, I
My
don't know.
apologies.
I mean, I have been to Norway a few times, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned it here. But yeah,
I don't know.
all good. I like Norway, so that's a
Well, thank you.
compliment.
Oh, good. Thank you for correcting me. Jace says this is a cool new face. If you have not been on the panel, then pop up and say hi. Don't be shy. This is true. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah. And
So
yeah,
you got
so
it.
is it? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah. The next time, your next live will be around midnight my time. So if you want, I can already sing happy birthday, or of course wait.
Are you going to be awake?
Yeah, I slept. Well, I did wake up a couple of times in between, but I got up late today, so yeah, I'm definitely still gonna be awake.
Okay, yeah. If you're going to be awake, let's wait until your official 17th.
Right.
Hey, Sniper
What
wants to
time is
know
it for you now, by the way?
what's that?
Oh, I've even fished it, and I've been to Lake Constantine on at least 3 countries. I've seen the lake. Like definitely from Switzerland, Germany, and Austria, and maybe I'm not sure if I've seen the French part, but yeah, it has. That's a big lake in Europe that has, I think, 4 or 5 countries have shores on it.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Toy Pup says, "Sing happy birthday." Yes.
Anyone else? Is it anyone else's birthday, by the way?
Let's see. Well, the last time you sang was for Willow, and that was last
Right.
week, right? And
Yeah.
our friend Stitch had a birthday last week as well. Bumblebee T's birthday is on the 26th. Big Al's birthday is on the 29th. So I don't think anyone else's birthday is today or tomorrow. I don't think.
Okay. Well, happy
Thanks, Alan.
birthday to everyone who's having a birthday now or had one that I missed. And yeah.
So I think everyone wants to hear you sing now.
Well, it's always your birthday, right? So
I think that's going to
Happy
officially
birth-
end.
I don't know. And I wasn't just talking about you, but yeah, there's a part of the fishing community where they say happy birthday every day of the year, and to everyone basically. because they believe in living every day like it's your birthday.
Nice. I like that.
So, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yogi, and everyone else here. Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay, I think I'm going to hop off now and see y'all in the chat.
Hey, if for some reason we don't see you later, have a good holiday.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. Skit says legend, MK.
Thanks,
Agreed.
kids. And to everyone, well, before I hop off, to everyone who's going through some tough times, things will and can get better eventually, even if you really believe they can't. I do not believe things would ever get better, or at least get to anything close to being good for most of my life, if I'm being honest. But they did, and even though I've had more tough times, and there are some things are tough right now, thanks to that experience, and I did not believe to anyone telling me, because I just hadn't seen it, and had been going on for so long. I know things can get better, and at some points they will. So
Thank you for that.
believe that things can get better, and if anyone needs to talk to someone or wants to reach out, my email is in my channel description, and any one of you can message me, and through that email I can also give more contact information to maybe do a video call if you need someone to talk or anything. And on that note, see y'all soon, or see y'all in the chat.
Yep. Thank you, MK.
Namaste.
Beautiful message. That was as beautiful as the song. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you all. Bye.
Take care, my friend. I've had the good fortune of chatting via Messenger with MK, and I can let you know when he says he'll be there. Sincere. Took Up says, so beautiful, MK, you rock. He does. Big Al, you're right. There was no harmonizing. Not yet. Phoenix says, keep your chin up. Never give up. Absolutely. Will says, not good. At least you're good. So what's going on, Willow? Willow, you want to do some breath work? Sniper says, MK has the vibration of a sage. Absolutely right about that, Sniper. MK says, thank you, Skits, Toy Pups, and everyone else. Skits says, say squirrel, bro. Skits, how you doing? Big Al says, want to talk about it, Willow? Zanil says, you so connected to nature, it's a dream? What do you mean? We could say it's all a dream, actually. Every bit of it. However, we can always start dreaming a happier dream. We can learn to enjoy the dream. Well, it says, just make things worse, Big Al. Twip says, you're awesome. It was nice to get to know you. Absolutely. Willow, you will not make things worse. Phoenix says, love matters, kindness matters. Together we make a difference. Agreed, Dolly. Agreed. What's a sage? A sage is a wise person, someone attuned to consciousness, attuned to universal vibrations, attuned to God, the cosmos. Big guy says, no, you don't, Willow. Talking helps. Willow says, yes, okay, I don't think it helps, but we can try. Willow says, Big Al just walked out of the hospital because now they don't like me. Hospitals aren't supposed to like or dislike someone. They're supposed to help. If you need help in a hospital, turn around, go back in, and let them know. You guys are here to help me. Will says, I do want to have Yogi. It says, don't thank me, MK. You're a legend, my friend. I am well, Eric. Thank you, brother. I'm thinking about my future a lot. Be interesting to hear. Skid says, how's you, Eric, brother? Are you excited about your birthday tomorrow? I don't think excited excited is the word. It's hard to get excited about being 60. Rebecca says, yes, a very supportive community. Here's an important thing to think about. Community is a collective of individuals. So for a community to be supportive, it means that each and every one of you guys are essential to making that happen. Willow says, talking has never helped me in the past. Depends on who you talk to, Willow. Remember what did you read the email that I sent you? Everything we think is a story that we tell about ourselves. It doesn't necessarily mean that that story is true. As a matter of fact, no story can ever be true. It can just be a representation of our beliefs, our perceptions. So everything that you're saying about yourself, everything that you believe about yourself isn't true. It isn't true. Skid says, no, you should be excited. I don't know how 60 is sitting with me, to be honest with you. 40 didn't bother me. 50 didn't bother me. I've mentioned several times I ran my first 100-mile race less than a week after my 50th birthday. Sebastian says, we are joined in bonds of love. Absolutely. MK says, well, it depends on who's listening. I can't promise it, Willa, but maybe someone here is a person for you just can't listen and make you feel okay, or at least better. Sometimes it's just sharing presence. It's just knowing someone's on the other end of a phone, other end of a message, other end of an email, just knowing someone's there. Sometimes that's enough. Jace Sayagi, what has 59 years, 364 days taught you? And have your ears been burning? My ears have not been burning. 59 years. Interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know if I could present something. Everything's unfolding is the best that I could say. Everything is unfolding the only way they possibly can. I don't know if people can take solace in that or not. I love that saying based upon A Course in Miracles that forgiveness is giving up all hope of a better past. Because we can literally sink into a great depression by thinking, if I had only done this. We made the best decisions we were capable of in the moment that we made them. They have led to this moment, but guess what? This moment is a great decision-making moment of the future. Don't worry about the past. Easy to say. But Rebecca says, Yogi, you don't look a day over 21. I think he forgot an extra one in there. I think Rebecca meant to say, Yogi, you don't look a day over 211. And even that I would take as a compliment. Big Al says, you can always talk to me, Willow. Anyone can. I'm willing to help everyone. Big Al, he got his name Big Al because of the size of his heart. And he does have a huge heart, guys. Hey, Jason. Jason says, it was yummy. How you doing, my friend? Sebastian says, Phoenix, my lips are sealed. Phoenix says, much love and peace to everyone, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely. I have no doubt about that from Dolly. MK says, Becca, I'm over 21, and I am 21, but Yogi does look pretty young. That's true. I think it's the camera. Hey, Ryan. Ryan says, Yogi, I know nothing in life is constant, but I'll say it again. Keep your beard. That's your look, brother. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to have that beard support. Team beard. Bill says, Big Al people have tried helping me, and they couldn't help. Jason says he's doing great. Big Al says that's kindness right there, Yogi. Agreed, Big Al. Hey, Willow, what if you didn't think about it as help? That Big Al and MK, what if you didn't think of it as them trying to help, as them being a friend? And friends can talk. Friends can talk about some difficult things that you might not be able to talk about with other people. So instead of thinking, we're going to help you, MK is going to help you, Big Al is going to help you, we're just going to be your friend. And we're just going to listen. MK says, Team Beard for the win. Hey, Billy Bob. Fish Keeper is here, says hello, everyone. Skit says, I'm 34, I can't grow a beard. Toy Pup says, they want to be friends, Willow. Jason's waving at Ryan. Skit says, hi to Billy. MK says, laughing with Rebecca. Now I'm glad I look older, since I always felt older and gotten along better with people older than me. All right. Thank you, Toy Pups. I always love that. We are all just friends walking each other home. And that's, man, to me, that's always been so beautiful. I try to steer away from advice. Sometimes you hear me give it, but I'd rather not for the most part, because, hey, I could be wrong. And I don't want to steer anyone in the wrong direction. What I would rather do, like Toy Pup says, I'd rather just be a friend. I'd rather just walk each other home. Will says, are not one people like. Or maybe we like you because you're you. Thank you, Tandra. Philip W. received a gift membership. Thank you so much. Pip Up says, that's right, Will. A friend walked you here, honey. This is true. Skid says, Tandra legend. Tandra is a legend. Thank you so much. So, guys, let's do some breath work, and then we'll wrap it up for the afternoon. I'll be back this evening. We're going to do, Jason says, Yogi is the boss man. You guys remember the big boss man from WWE? MK says, Tandra for the win. Flip Up says, Tandra, you rock. Let's do 4x4 breathing. It's a great calming breath, but at the same time, it's balancing. So we don't go quite as deep when we do the 4x8 or the box breathing or any other breath, but sometimes it is just the right breath that we need. Willis says, hope all is good. So let me know if anyone's interested. Big Al says, a friend in need is a friend indeed. A friend with food is better. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. So yeah, if anyone wants to do it, just let me know. Karen says, hope you're all doing good. Thank you, Karen. Semper says, love is all you need. Agreed. Toy Pup says, interested. This is actually a favorite breath with a lot of people. We breathe in for 4, and we want to utilize that. Skits says, I'm in. Awesome, Skits. We want to utilize that Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath means victorious breath, but it's nicknamed ocean breath. We're literally making the sound of the ocean as we breathe in, sound of the ocean as we breathe out. There's always a natural pause between breaths. Just stay in that pause for a second, not even a second, just for a beat. Just notice it. And then we go with the count out. We notice that space again, and then we go back. We're going to do 10 rounds. Willa said she's in. For those who are in, if you could close your eyes. Close your eyes. Bring just a little bit of awareness to the breath. Just notice where you feel your breath right now. Wherever you feel it, absolutely fine. Shift that focus to breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Now we're going to introduce that Ujjayi breath. Ha. Sound of the ocean as we breathe in. Sound of the ocean as we breathe out. Very gentle. Only you have to hear it. Breathing in, breathing out. No set time. Just practice. Practice making that ocean sound. And let it take you deeper within with every breath and every time you listen intently to that ha sound. You relax deeper, deeper. We're going to breathe in for 4, pause, exhale for 4. 10 rounds. Beginning now. Breathe in for count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Last breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Keep your eyes closed. Allow the breath to settle. Continue breathing through the nose. Everything is gentle, relaxed. Just stay in that space. And when you open your eyes and you go about your day, whatever it is you're doing, know that you carry with you that sense of calm, responsiveness, relaxed, easy, flowing with life. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I'll see you in the chat. And that is the 4-8 breath, guys. Okay, it said I'm always here for breath work. Big Al says, quick we do the breath breathing, quick I can go to sleep. It says, namaste everyone. Namaste to you, my friend. We got our hour in. Jay says he's going to be going live. Is it a short session? Willow, are you going to be going live? What, Pops, how about you? I got Jason's channel up right now, so we can just cruise right on over whenever he's ready. Kat says, thanks, Yogi. Thank you, Kat. Thank you just for being here. Thank you for being a friend. And thank you just for being you. You are someone that I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate. It says, thank you, Eric. Willa says, thanks, Yogi. I guess it helped a bit. Just not the best, like normal. Sometimes, it works by degree. Remember, though, never judge the breath work by how you feel at the end of the session. It's what it does physiologically, emotionally, and spiritually that counts. You're cultivating a sense of calm. So you might need to return to the breath again in an hour. It's never a quick fix. It's something we do every day to keep what happens. We have the fight and or fight. We have rest and digest, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic states. We're supposed to be able to go into that fight or flight when needed. And then we can immediately settle down. If you watch animals in the wilderness, if you watch a deer being chased by a pack of wolves, when the deer escapes, it doesn't spend the rest of its life in panic mode, scarred, wondering when is the next wolf going to come. There's complete relaxation, restorative. We're the same way. However, because of stress of life, stressors of life, traffic jams, long lines, constant news barrage, negativity and conversations, we're at level 6. 10 being that I'm going to fight or I'm going to flee. Here's the problem with that nowadays. There's no one really to fight. And what can we flee? You can't flee a traffic jam. You can't flee a long line. You could, but then you never get to the end of the line. So we're at that level 6, some level 7, some people level 8, maybe some people are at level 9. And it's like that, they hit that 10. When we do breath work, we're bringing ourselves back to that state of responsiveness versus that reactivity. Instead of reacting at everything that life throws at us, we're given an opportunity to pause and then respond. We're literally slowing ourselves down. It says, I'm a level 9 turtle. I think I'm at turtle level 2. Turtles are my great spiritual teachers in nature. Well, all of nature, great spiritual teacher. So it says, still a win. Yep. MK says, well, a bit is still a win, will it? Might not feel like it's enough, but at least it's not quite as bad as before. Exactly. Both Sosars and MK nailed it. So we just bring it down a little bit. And then if you get the chance, do a little more breath work. Blow on the thumb. Everyone knows how much I love blowing on the thumb. Do the tools that we have. So let's say that you were at level 9. You brought yourself down to a level 8, maybe even a level 7. When you get home, go on your thumb, do your artwork, spend time with your animals. Look at a cloud passing by. Maybe that'll bring you down to 6. Come back this evening, we'll do some more breath work. Maybe that'll bring you down to 5. So there's lots of options, Willow. Let me add though, if you really need a doctor, go on back to the hospital. Well, it says, okay, Yogi. So you have tools. Everything, every breath work that we've done, every little blowing on the thumb and the self hug, the hand skate, the heart center, all that stuff. Again, the breathing, the guided meditations, they're tools. And you have them now at your disposal. You can use them anytime. Rebecca says, I got to go now. Bye. We're going to go too. Willow says they can't help me. Look around. Someone there is going to help you. How about the place you went to last time? MK says, bye, Rebecca. Skid says, what do you need help with, Willow? I can try my very best. Skid is a good person. Skid says, take care, Rebecca. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up. Thanks for coming in. Lou says, I don't know, but this gets just a lot. Jace says, much love, no live tonight, rest day. Gotcha, Jace. All right. With that, guys, Willow says, bye, Yogi. I got your email, Willow. I'll reply to it in just a minute or two. It says, thanks for the stream, Eric. Always here. If you need me, Willow, smile, my friend. Much love, everyone. Thank you, Skits. Thank you all. I will see you later if you're around. Come on by and hang out again. Kat says, see you later, everyone. Take care, Kat. I hope you're rested and recovered from your lawn mowing. It's a big lawn. Okay, says, well, I'm taking an antidepressant. Not sure if it helps because I've only been taking it for a bit, but it's worth a try. Live a happier life. Agreed. Sniper says, catch you later. Eric, thank you, Sniper. Peace from Soul Stars. MK says, see you, Kat. I don't know if Dolly's still here hanging out. Dolly, I'll be on lookout for your next live. And hey, Willow, speaking of live, you know, if you go live, spend some time with your animals and your friends. You know you got people who look forward to seeing you. Abigail says, have a good day, everyone. You too, Abigail. Thank you for hanging out. All right, guys. Much love. Take care.